Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're going to talk about my stock picks for the week of August 23rd through the 27th. Just to reiterate, guys, not a financial advisor. Make sure that you do your own research before investing. Also, if you find value in today's video, smash the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you enjoy this content, and hit that notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know when we release new content. Other than that, guys, let's dive right on into it. All right, guys, so before we get into the picks for this week, I'm going to talk about last week's picks, which are Ideanomics, ticker symbol IDEX, Wish, WISH, and IQST. All right, guys, so taking a look at last week's picks, Ideanomics fell all the way down to $2. So if you were strategic about it and you wanted to get a swing play, you could have bought at 2 and sold up here at the high of about 220, 221, or just use these prices to average down. I mean, last week was kind of nasty, so it was kind of a nasty week overall for everything. Wish, kind of the same thing. It fell all the way down to as low as 623, but it really didn't do much, down about 8% for the week. And then IQST down almost 11% for the week. But I did buy more here, guys, just because I think anything under 50 cents is a bargain at these current levels. All right, guys, so my picks for this week are sort of some safer picks, in my opinion, based on my experience with these particular stocks. And the reason I'm going this route is basically just because of their setups, and overall, when these stocks get beat down, they have a good chance of coming back up, even if it's just temporary for a couple of days. But honestly, I'm not sure what the market's going to do this week. In my opinion, there's still a lot of uncertainty, and surely everyone's keeping up with what's going on in Afghanistan, and our administration really not putting any confidence in handling that situation. I think it's kind of spooking people probably just a little bit, but who knows, maybe that could have an effect on the markets, or maybe it dies down and the market starts coming back up. But we'll look at the charts and everything and go over that. But first, we're going to take a look at the Fear and Greed Index. We're going to look at the VIX. We're going to look at the S&P 500, and then we're going to look at these particular stocks here and go over the charts and see what they're telling us. All right, guys, so looking at the Fear and Greed Index, currently we are in extreme fear. All right, that was what the previous close was in. Last week we were just in fear. A month ago, extreme fear, and 1 year ago, of course, we were in greed. Everything was popping and moving and everything like that. So we'll have to wait and see exactly what happens this week. Typically, when we get to extreme fear, we'll get some buying coming back in, and we'll start trying to slowly move our way back into the green. But like I said, a lot of uncertainties right now. We continue to hit all-time highs again and again and again. And it's like, well, how long can we, keep that going without running out of steam and start kind of coming down a little bit in the markets and having some type of major correction? I don't know if that's going to happen this week, but I think it's coming eventually. The VIX, guys, we are currently under 20, which is a good sign. Shows that we're kind of stabilizing, that we're not being as volatile, and things are kind of moving in the right direction as far as the bulls are concerned. But this is something to keep an eye on moving forward into this week. Again, as this number rises, okay, that means your UVXY ETF is going to shoot up. Your all of your major indexes, the entire market pretty much is going to be going down and correcting at that point. So keep up with the news. That's going to be the main thing of what's happening with the new variants and the things in Afghanistan. And it could, not do anything to the market. The market could just bounce right back up. But keep an eye on it, because as you know as well as I do, the media plays a big role in how the markets are going to react. So and they strive off everything is fear-based in the media. So we'll have to just kind of wait and see exactly what the narratives are this week, I guess. And I'm not sure when the Fed's going to come back and talk, but if they have any type of negative comments on interest rates or whatnot or anything like that, of course that could always send it going down. But let's take a look at the charts, guys, and let's see what they're telling us. All right, guys, so taking a look at the S&P 500. So we had our pullback, and I drew these levels of support, and a good thing is it bounced off of that level of support, and we started making our way back towards the upside. So I want to show you here on the MACD, we are close to transitioning from a bearish to a bullish pattern, right? So we're getting closer and closer and closer, but it has remained to be seen if we're going to switch over and continue our bullish run and retest these all-time highs. It can potentially and easily come out Monday and fall right back down and retest this support level, and then if it bounces off of that support level, then would be a very, very good sign moving forward. Or if we just come out the gates Monday and start moving up, that's a good sign as well. But you're going to want to see it bust above and create new all-time highs again if we're going to continue in an upward direction. But again, keep up with everything in the news, and if you are in the market now and you have some plays that are longer term, just keep in mind that, and same thing with me, is I have to understand too, is some of these plays are going to take a little bit longer. If the market's selling off and we have our pullback, then obviously you can use this time as buying opportunities, and you just have to kind of wait it out. If you see that your plays are going to be going higher longer term and overall, then this is just something to be expected in the market, or some pullbacks like this. So let's take a look at the plays that I was talking about in the video earlier. So FNGU, guys, this is the 3x leverage ETN that tracks your major tech plays. And when this thing gets beat down, it gets beat down. But when it decides to move and come back up, it is also something good to be a part of. So it did bust through that 3170 resistance level. I do see it maybe going a little bit higher and probably pulling back again sometime this week. So you want to see if it can bounce off that 3170 level and hold support there before moving higher. So if you're going to get in, right now it's currently at fair value, okay, but if it were me coming in and buying, I would want to wait and see how it reacts on Monday. If it comes out and it starts going higher, then I'm waiting on a pullback. Or if it comes back, if it starts selling off on Monday and we start pulling back from the get-go, then I want to see if it's going to hold support at about $31.77 or around $32 and bounce up. If it does, then maybe get in there and try to ride it up closer to that 35 level for a swing. But if it busts below that 31.70, then your next level of support would be about 28 bucks moving down. So that's something to keep an eye on. But this one usually recovers well, as you see this huge beat down here, and you see a huge recovery there. And every time it gets beat down, you have a very, very good recovery. The problem is from here all the way to here is your beat downs kept happening, but your recoveries got smaller and smaller. But also the sell-offs got smaller as well. So good thing about this big sell-off here is you could see a very big recovery closer to that $35 level maybe this week over the next couple of weeks. Okay, next up is SSL, which is SSL, and kind of the same thing with this one, guys. When this thing gets undervalued or close to undervalued, you see that it makes a recovery and always has a pattern of coming up back to that overvalued or close to overvalued level. And right now we are in undervalued territory. We just got a little Doge candle here saying that we're trying to reverse course and try to pop back up. So we are currently at about 1290. To play it safe, you might want to say 14 to 1450 would be where you exit on a swing play. But this one here, you want to maybe get some confirmation. You want to make sure that you get one green candle close above that green EMA line before getting in, because that would probably confirm that our MACD would have crossed over from a bearish to a bullish pattern. Okay, and then last one is Clean Energy Fuels Corporation, ticker symbol CLNE, and kind of the same thing with Sasol, guys. Every time it hits undervalued, it has a history of coming back up and hitting overvalued. It's just kind of a matter of time. Okay, now this one I currently actually do own for a longer term play, but I'm not any of these stocks here, just to kind of full disclosure, I'm not buying anything new this week. The only thing I would look to do is average down on any of my current plays. So and I'm not averaging down on this one. I hold enough in one of my accounts and I'm just kind of sitting tight on it. But if you were going to get in, then it's possible that now would be a good entry, but you want to make sure to be careful, because if it comes up here, that 723 is your first level of resistance. So if it comes up here and it kind of is stagnant at that 723, then we may just push right back down. And it is trading below that SMA line, which is always risky on getting in, because right now it's overall in a downtrend. You want to get over that red SMA line and make sure that it holds above that SMA line to confirm that we are going higher to the upside. So overall, guys, the market, in my opinion, is, I'm uncertain moving forward in this week. I'm not saying it's going to crash. I'm just saying that I'm staying on the side of caution. Whatever I currently hold is the only things that I'm buying, because I'm just going to try to average down, because I feel confident in the plays that I hold for the longer term. And other than that, I'm just going to watch and see how everything plays out. So let me know what you're doing this week. Are you buying more? Are you holding? Or are you getting out and just kind of sitting on the sidelines to make sure that everything is, all good before moving forward? Just curious to know what everyone's opinion is moving forward. All right, guys, that's all I have for you in this video. Make sure that you smash the thumbs up button if you found value in today's video. And if you enjoy our content, of course, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell. That way YouTube can let you know every time we release new content. Other than that, guys, we'll catch you in the next video.